1984 is a novel by George Orwell published in 1949. It is a dystopian and satirical novel set in Oceania where society is tyrannized by the party and its totalitarian ideology.
Claimed to lead a coalition government, the country was run by the Communist Party. Officials from the Communist Party were put in charge of society at every different level. In 1950, Mao passed the Agrarian Reform Law. The Communist Party encouraged the peasants to take over the land and to try evil landowners. Many former landowners were guilty of many crimes against peasants on their former land, and 1 million ex-landowners were executed between 1949 and 1953. Those not executed were sent to special camps to be re-educated. By 1951, the land revolution had ended. The largest section of society, the peasants, had been rewarded for their support of the communists, while a potentially large threat, the landowners, had been eradicated. At the time, Castro refused to categorize his regime as socialist and repeatedly denied being a communist. Castro appointed known Marxists to senior positions throughout Cuban society. After Castro publicly announced that he was resigning from his position as prime minister, Castro's sentiments received widespread support as organized crowds of over 500,000 Castro supporters surrounded the presidential palace, demanding the president's resignation, which was duly received. Castro made use of radio and the newly developed technology of television to communicate with the Cuban populace, developing what he called dialogue with the people. Such tactics proved successful, and Castro's regime remained highly popular with workers, peasants, and students, of all whom had benefited from his policies and who constituted the majority of the country's population.
1984 is, I believe, a quite terrifying masterpiece. So terrifying, in fact, I don't think I should like to read another like it.
I am not absolutely dissatisfied with it. I think it is a good idea, but the execution would have been better if I had not been under the influence of TB when I wrote it.
You once claimed that you have an ability to face unpleasant facts. Is that what you've demonstrated in 1984 by drawing an accurate portrait of the future?
I think that allowing for the book being, after all, a parody, something like 1984 could actually happen. This is the direction the world is going in at the present time. In our world, there will be no emotions except fear, rage, triumph and self-abasement. The sex instinct will be eradicated. We shall abolish the orgasm. There will be no loyalty except loyalty to the party. But always there will be the intoxication of power. Always, at every moment, there will be the thrill of victory, the sensation of trampling on an enemy who is helpless. If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. The moral to be drawn from this dangerous nightmare situation is a simple one. Don't let it happen.